What can I do?
Hey, what's going on everybody? It is Courtney-Jai. Welcome back to my channel. It is really nice to have you guys back. Currently, I am trying to embrace my inner Wilhelm, but I don't think my hair is long enough. I'm trying to give myself some curtains because I really like his hair. But yeah, I think I need a little bit more length to make the McDonald's arches a little bit better. Right now, it's just like a weavy mess. It's like a curly whirly. Anyway, we are here today to do our predictions of Young Royals Season 2 because it ended on a little bit of a cliffhanger. We don't know where the show is going to go, so it makes it kind of fun because these predictions could be wildly out there and they could come true, or they could be wildly out and not come true. So I'm really looking forward to giving them, and I'm looking forward to reading yours in the description below. Start putting them in the comments. I want to hear what you think is going to happen. I want to hear what you think is going to happen to certain characters, what the arcs are going to be. I'm really interested, and yeah, here are my predictions. So let's go. So for prediction number 1, I think that Wilhelm is going to come back to school and Simone is not going to be there. He's going to be at his other school, and I think Simone is actually going to meet another guy. I feel like this will add an interesting aspect to it because Simone has said that he wants to be with somebody who wants to be with him. He doesn't want to be someone's secret. So I feel like he'll just start dating a guy, he'll start getting on with his life, and then Wilhelm is going to realise that Simone is with this guy, and that's going to trigger Wilhelm to be like, I don't like that, I want to be with Simone. And it's going to start Wilhelm kind of spiraling from picking the crown over himself. And I feel like by the end of the series, we'll see Simone and Wilhelm get back together, but I feel like there's going to be some turmoil there. So Simone is going to get a new boyfriend. On to the second prediction. We have seen August and Sora kind of get together. I don't know if they're in a relationship, if they're a couple now, but they've kind of started hooking up. And what I feel that will turn into is August manipulating Sora to do his bidding, basically, because Sora wants to live this really luxury life. She wants to live like the upper class do, and I feel like August will notice that and he'll take advantage of that, just like he took advantage of the deal. She came in with information which he did not want to be out there, and yet he still came off like he was doing her a favour. So August is really good at manipulating any situation he's in. So I feel like him and her, it's just a match made in heaven for him. He's going to manipulate her to the nth degree, and she's going to be doing stuff which is going to make us absolutely hate her character. But I feel like by the series end of season 2, she's going to realise that she's been taken advantage of, and she's going to flip it back around and put August back in his place. So that is my prediction number 2. My third prediction, I think we're going to actually see a whole new personality trait to Wilhelm. I feel like he's going to come back, and because he's been isolated from everybody else, he's been treated like he is a leper almost to other people. You know, Simone will get over this because he's got his family and friends to kind of, you know, give him that warmth embrace that he needs to get over it, where Wilhelm won't. So he's going to fester on this. He's going to, you know, start to grow a little bit bitter from it because he's given up his own happiness for his family, for the crown. And I feel like he's going to come back. He's going to be a little bit meaner. I think he's actually going to be a little bit more dislikable. It's not because he's a dislikable character. I think it's just because of what he's gone through. He's going to kind of not let people take advantage of his emotions so much, because he opened right up to Simone for his heart to be broken in the end. He tells Simone that he loves him, and Simone does the right thing by saying, you know, you need to figure this out, and kind of lets him go. But in a way that's probably damaged Wilhelm, because that's what he really needed. He needed someone to just give him that little bit of warmth, that little embrace, something what his brother would have been there for him to do, which he now doesn't have, because it's already been shown that the Queen isn't going to give him like the sympathy and empathy that he really needs. She's going to treat him like a future king. She's going to treat the situation like he has to deal with it, and that's the sad thing. Wilhelm's going to probably grow a little bit bitter and a little bit meaner from it. So I feel like in series 2 we're going to see a much more just aggressive Wilhelm. He's not going to take as much crap from anybody, because you've already seen that with him standing up to August and kind of, you know, saying what he feels about certain situations and like not being bullied so much. So yeah, I feel like we're going to see a completely different Wilhelm in his personality. My fourth prediction, I think that Felice is going to find herself a nice partner. I feel like she went through quite a lot of crap in this series, and she also had such a brilliant arc. At the beginning, you kind of dislike her. She seems a little bit bratty. She seems like she takes advantage a little bit of the situation, but now you kind of seeing that she does have a heart. She does care. She's there for people who probably aren't there for her. Like, you know, we had this whole arc where I wanted Sora to be a friend and I wanted them to have a great friendship, and now you've kind of seen Sora twist that around and her kind of be a little bit backstabbing, because, you know, soon as she found out like her boyfriend had kissed her, instead of being like, oh, you know, that's my boyfriend, you need to get a grip, she's stood up for her friend. So, and I feel like Sora wouldn't do that for her. So yeah, I feel like we're going to see Felice get her own boyfriend, or girlfriend, we don't know. The series is good in that way because they kind of open up every character without giving them specific like you know, sexualities. It makes it a little bit more fluid and a little bit more natural and organic in their relationships, which I like. So yeah, Felice is gonna have a new partner and she's gonna find a little bit of happiness in the series. And for my fifth and final prediction, I feel like we're gonna see the Queen a lot more involved in Wilhelm's life. Like, we've seen her kind of step back, she's sent to the school, let him get on with his own way, and what ended up happening was he ended up causing a massive scandal, something he'd been sent to the school to avoid. So I feel like she's gonna have a lot more of a hand in how he is treated and how the people he is hanging out with. I don't think she's going to be as lenient and let him off the hook and just let him do what he wants there, because she is kind of prepping him for him to become the king. So she doesn't want any scandals or anything bad to happen. I feel like it's going to make her a little bit more of a dislikable character, because she's going to be really mean and really tough on Wilhelm when she should probably put an arm around his shoulder and be a little bit more caring. But because it's her duty to make a strong and powerful king, she's got to treat him with almost a lack of heart to toughen him up. So yeah, I feel like she's going to be a lot more involved in the next series. We're going to see a lot of her. We're going to see her kind of checking in on him quite a lot to make sure that he's not up into any trouble. She's probably going to have the security kind of inform her about stuff, what he's doing. And yeah, I feel like it's almost going to be like her constantly overseeing his life in series 2, to the point where he kind of snaps at her and says like, I'm going to be me, or I ain't going to be part of this family. And I feel like that's the level what Wilhelm's going to pop at. He's going to see that his happiness has to come first before the royal family, and he doesn't want it to be how it is. He wants to start a revolution. So yeah, that's my final prediction. I feel like the Queen is going to be a lot more involved. She's going to kind of take a more hands-on approach with Wilhelm, rather than letting him be kind of open and free. So everybody, did you like those predictions? If you do, if you agree with any of them, let me know in the comments below. If you have your own predictions, which I do want to read, because it's kind of a little bit like fan fiction. We're kind of writing the next season before we've even seen it. So I kind of love this, like where we think it's going to go. I want to see some crazy ones. What are the craziest predictions that you have? What are the more grounded predictions? What do you think will actually happen? I'm so curious to read them all. If you did like this video, please give it a massive thumbs up because it helps me out a lot. Give it a share because that helps me out so much. You sharing this video right now, clicking on it, sending it to a friend is a bigger deal than you think. It makes this channel grow massive. It helps all new people come to the channel, which is absolutely brilliant because you guys are amazing and it makes my day. But I have been Courtney-Jai. I am going to say love, peace and chicken grease. Thank you for watching. You've been a brilliant audience and I'll see you next time.